Hello students, how are you? Hope you are fine. So today we are going to do some activities on a topic that is sound. What is sound? Sound is a form of energy and it produced due to vibration and it travels through medium and reaches our ears and we have a sensation of hearing. So that is sound. So in this total scenario there are 2-3 aspects. What are those 2-3 aspects? That is how sound is produced, how it travels, and how we can hear. So let me tell you how it produces. It produces due to vibration. So let me explain what is vibration. Suppose if an object is there, okay, and it is moving to and fro from its mean position. Now let me explain what is that. You can see this is scale. Now I'm keeping this scale straight. This is the fixed position. This is the mean position of this scale. Now I'm moving the scale this side little bit, and then from this mean position I'm moving this scale this side little bit. So I'm moving it continuously. Do you get any sound? No. You don't get any sound, but it is moving to and fro. Why you are not getting any sound? Because this to and fro motion is very slow. To hear the sound, our ear need the vibration of minimum 20 oscillations per second. In 1 second it has to move 20 times like this. 20 times. So fast I cannot move it. What do you do? Take a long stick and move it very fast. When you will move it very fast, then you will hear a little sound. Why it is so? Because when it is moving through the air, it is vibrating the air molecules surrounded it, and that air molecules is vibrating or oscillating more than 20 times in 1 second, and that is the reason you are getting a little sound there. So let's come to the activities, that how we can hear the sound, how it travels, all these things we will come to the activity. But before that I'm going to show you how you can see sound. Many of you are thinking that how I can see sound. I can hear the sound but cannot see. But today I am going to show you how you can see sound. So let's do the activity and see whether you can see the sound or not. Okay, so for that you need some materials. Okay, what are those materials? Come to the activity. So what are the things required? A container, a glass with a paper on it, and a spoon, so that if I bang this spoon on this, you will get a sound, and some sand particles. Okay, so that I will spread it over here and we'll get it. Okay, so what you have to do, we'll spread some sand particles on the top of this. Okay, now if I bang this spoon on here, it will create a sound, and because of that vibration they will move. Okay, just see. While it is moving, you can just see, check it. So how sound is produced? Sound is produced due to vibration. Suppose I am having a spoon, I am beating on this table. You can get a sound. When I am beating it, this spoon and this table, they vibrates, and because of that vibration sound is produced, and that sound reaches to our ear. Inside this ear there is an eardrum. That eardrum also vibrates, and that when vibrates it gives a signal to our brain, and then brain tells us that this is the sound that we are hearing. I'm talking, sound is coming from my voice box. So how the sound is produced? There is a vocal cords. Let me show you. This is a paper. You can see. Now if I hold this paper, you can try it at your home. Hold this paper like this. Okay, and now you get any sound? This is the sound. So what happened here, when I am blowing air in this portion of the paper, these two pieces of paper, they are vibrating together and produces a sound. The same thing happens in our vocal cord also. There are two vocal cords. When the air is passing, when I am blowing the air from inside out to outside through this vocal cord, those two vocal cords vibrates, and because of that vibration the sound is coming out from my mouth, and that you can hear. So that is the thing sound produces from our voice box. Understood? It is very interesting. You can try it at your home. Suppose I am taking this rubber band. Okay. Now if I stretch this rubber band, and now I will. Can you hear any sound? And you will find that this rubber band is vibrating very fast. You can see. You can see the vibration. So because of this vibration only, it is producing a sound. And this same thing is happening when we play a guitar. The strings of the guitar vibrates, and because of that vibration it is producing a sound. Now in this situation I have stretched this little bit. Now you will get one sound. Now if I stretch it more, you will get a different sound. So stretching matters. Where the long string, the shorter string, that matters. And because of that only, there are 4-5 strings in the guitar, and it has different length, and because of different length it is producing different sounds, and that becomes a music. That I am going to show you right now, how music is produced. So for that you need one bottle, you need one glass and water. So these are the things required. So you take the water in the glass. Now open the cap of this bottle, and now what you do, you just blow it here. Have you got a sound? Why this sound is produced? Because I am blowing air, and that air vibrates inside this bottle. When it vibrates, it produces a sound. So there are lot of air molecules are present. Those air molecules vibrates, and we get a sound. Now if I reduce the air inside, how I will reduce it? I will put water into it. The water will rise and air column will decrease. So I will pour the water. Let me take this beaker. It will be easy for us to pour it. Now this much of water I have taken, and this much air is present. So earlier you have heard the sound, now you hear the sound, and try to find out the difference. Little different. Now again I am pouring more water. Now the air column reduce more. Reduce. Little bit difference. Little difference. Difference is there. Difference is there. Difference is there. Difference. So you will get different sound when the air column will reduce or increase. If I increase the air column, now I will reduce the water and air column increases. Different sounds you will get when the air column is different. Why it is so? Because in the beginning there are more number of air molecules. Okay, at that time when I am blowing the air, I am applying force to these molecules to vibrate, and those molecules are vibrating. At that time there is a sound. So at that time the sound is louder or the pitch is low, very low. Why? Because the molecules are vibrating little less. Now when I am reducing the air column, when the air molecules are less, the vibration is more and the pitch is high. So in this situation like this, the sound changes. So that's why we are getting different sound here. Sound depends on different materials. Suppose I have a metal object with me. I have a this plastic bottle, and this is glass material. And now I have a spoon. This is also made up of metal. So now if I bang it here, then you will get a sound, because this is brittle, and you will get a very louder sound. You can see. Okay, now if I bang it here, then this is plastic, and you will not get so much sound like this brittle metal. If I take out the water, different sound. Okay, now here when you bang this glass, you will get some different sound, because glass is solid, strong. But be careful while hitting this glass, okay, otherwise it can break. Okay, I'm doing it very slowly. This glass, I will get this sound. Different glass, different sound. Okay, because this glass is little bit the thickness is more, and this one thickness is less here, and here the thickness is more. So that's why you are getting different sound. So in this way you will get different sounds in different objects. Now let me tell you how this sound travels. I'm talking here and you can listen, because the sound is producing from your laptop or computer or mobile, and it reaches your ear and you get a sensation of hearing. How it reaches to your ear? Either you are using a headphone or using the mic of this mobile or laptop. How that sound coming out of your speaker and then reaching your ear? So it is traveling through air. So how it is traveling? If there is no air, can it go? That we will talk about later on. So first of all, let me show you that how sound is traveling through all the states of matter, like solid, liquid and gas. In solid, sound can travel. Yes, it can travel, because if you put your ears on this table like this and then bang somewhere else, and you will hear the sound. Suppose now I am banging it here. Can you hear the sound? No. But if you put your ear here, yes, definitely you can hear the sound. Why? Because this sound is traveling through solid and it is reaching to your ears. So sound can travel through solid, and solid sound is traveling very fast, faster than liquid and gas. In liquid, how you will hear the sound? Put your ear inside the liquid and then bang somewhere in the liquid and you will get the sound. If you do swimming, then you definitely hear the sound. When you are when you are putting your ears inside the water, then you can hear some sound that is produced inside the water, that you can hear it. At your home also you can do it. Okay, what you will do? Take a beaker, put some water into it, take a pipe, put that pipe here inside, and then put your ear on that pipe and bang inside the liquid. You will hear something, because I cannot show you here, because you will not get any sound, because I will get the sound but you will not get any sound. I have just shown you how to do it. You just try it at your home, you will find it out. You will find it very interesting. You can do it. And what about ear? Ear means same thing. Sound is coming from the speaker and reaching your ear, traveling through ear. In this way sound travels, but sound cannot travel in vacuum. Vacuum means there is no particles, nothing, neither solid nor liquid nor even air or any gas. That is called space or vacuum. In that vacuum, sound cannot travel, because sound is traveling through the medium by disturbing the nearest particles. So how sound travels? When it is disturbing the nearest particles, continuously disturbing, and the sound energy, the sound wave moves from the source of the sound, where the sound is produced, to the receiver, where we are receiving the sound like our ears. Okay, so like this sound travels. If there is no medium, then if the sound is produced here and these particles does not have the nearest particles to disturb, and it will stop there only, it will not move. So if the sound is produced here, if someone is standing here and he or she cannot hear the sound. Like this video, like the activities, you can try it at your home, do it and have fun.